Clio Cup not so much. But yeah, so just get in the practice session. Don't focus on going fast. That's the biggest thing. Don't focus on going fast. Just focus on doing clean laps. That's the big thing. You want clean, consistent laps. It doesn't matter how fast you are. That's the big thing. But yeah.
How many laps?
I'm in second place.
10,
I'm very
10, 10.
Oh my god. Is damage on?
Yes.
Oh god.
Alright.
You boys ready for some bumper cars?
Wait, is this real? We're actually going to race?
Yeah. Let's go. EJ's still muted. He just didn't know.
Let's do it.
What are we doing?
And we're going straight into the race. No
We're gonna
practice.
Oh,
no
this is
practice.
Monaco.
Don't tell EJ. Don't
Oh
tell
geez,
EJ.
this is Monaco. Oh god.
Tiny cars at Monaco.
Don't
Wait
say
a minute.
anything.
Why did it go right into the race? Dude, what the
Hell
hell
yeah.
is with this
Hell-
game, dude?
Let's
do
just
it.
do it.
Hell yeah, do it.
Let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Eric Johnson Racing Administration. My name is Pulse, and we're here tonight at Monaco GP and Clio Cups. We're going right into the race here. Who needs practice when you can just die? Isn't that right, guys? We're almost ready to
That's right.
go racing
Witness
here.
me.
Literally, no
Already
practice,
tempted.
no setups. Who needs that? We're just gonna smash this bitch.
I think I have fuel.
I only have 15 liters in my car.
We've
I don't know what
You only need like
we-
14. I
we've
think.
provided all of the crews with an extra 2 cans of silver spray paint.
We're gonna need some bear bond in this.
I'm
place.
shiny in chrome.
It's not just silver, it's chrome, yeah.
I'm in second. I don't know what to do.
I will see
There
you
you go.
on the
Oh, great.
gates
I'm-
of Valhalla.
Better get out the flex tape.
We're
for the
almost
damage.
ready to go racing here as this absolute hectic battle is about to happen.
That's a lot of damage. How about
You guys already.
I
you guys
wasn't-
Do not race.
I wasn't paying attention at what track it was. I thought it was Long Beach.
It was, and then we changed. It.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go racing. Eat, drink, and be merry for the 5 seconds this race lasts. Lights are on. And they're off. CP Poli gets a pretty good start in P1. He may be the only one to avoid all the crashing that is soon to happen. It's 3 wide coming into turn 1 already. They shorten down and get a little bit of some track cutting in there just for good measure. There's already crashes. Cars backwards. 4, 5 cars backwards. 1 upside down. There's a huge thing. I see cars spinning up in the air. There's at least 10 cars that are either on their side or facing the wrong way. Still in turn 1. What a disaster. This is absolutely
Can somebody
horrendous.
help
That
me?
is
Can somebody
a
help me
lot
out,
of
please?
damage. Oh, there's another crash in turn 3. 4 cars sideways on the road. Yellow flags are out. Please slow down. Everybody coming out of turn 1, please slow down. Jesus Christ, this is absolutely hectic. Meanwhile, CP Polar somehow is still leading EJ up into P6 already. What a great start from him. We'll see if he's able to do more than 1 lap here or if someone will crash into him. CP Polar, however, leads by half a second on Blood Fam. Great start from him as well. Sawyer also coming through the tunnel now as Racing Pro in P4 just behind him. Actually, very good start from Racing Pro. Max and EJ following in P5 and 6 respectively. Already 10 seconds down. Oh, who's that into the barrier? I see a car into the barrier there. Not exactly sure who it is.
Going into
Joe.
The, we got a new leader here with blood.
Joe in 13.
I ended up in the church.
CP Polar with an absolute good start so far, but Blood with an even better one. Blood overtakes CP Polar coming into... Oh, gets very loose there. Blood Fam into the wall. But he keeps it on track. He keeps it going. Stays ahead of CP Polar. And CP Polar cutting the swimming pool chicane. I think that was. And coming into the final corner so far. Oh, and CP Polar getting loose in the final corner. Oh, it's Racing Pro behind him. Ramming into him. Oh, no. That's P2 and 3 making contact. Their car is still
There's
going.
mayhem
Racing Pro,
everywhere.
however, up in P2. CP Polar down in P3. EJ's lost a position down in P7 at the moment. I'm Jafafa putting huge amounts of pressure on him. Coming into the final corner, I'm Jafafa. Looks like he almost wants to make a move as I'm Jafafa, EJ, and Meiji Guana very close together, the 3 of them. I hear some cars crunching into the walls. Not sure who or where that is. Blood Fam, meanwhile, leads on lap 2 here at Azure Coast.
EJ going into the first corner as EJ still has the preferred line as Mage Guana is still pretty surprisingly is still sticking with it coming up here to turns 2.
Oh man, I'm Jafafa just hugging behind EJ and Mage Iguana now going almost too wide. They're sliding in very nicely. I'm Jafafa almost going wide there. Oh, that's Mage Iguana into the barriers. EJ now has a good chance. EJ, oh, he's in the wall as well, but he got the position down from Mage Iguana. Now defending from I'm Jafafa. Very close between these 3 cars. Wow, this was quite... Oh, no. Okay, Mage Iguana now getting past I'm Jafafa. He goes for a dive up the inside and, oh my god, into the hairpin. Jesus Christ.
Dirty, but it was still clean and was still good racing.
I don't think I've ever seen a dive bomb in that corner, but he made it happen and he made it work. EJ back in P6. I'm Jafafa just behind Mage Iguana, down to P8 at the moment, but his car's still going, which I'm honestly impressed about. Joe, meanwhile, in P10 at the moment, just behind Awesome89, who was in P2 behind him in the last race. Bloodfam, meanwhile, leads by over 3.5 seconds. Very impressive from him. Racing Pro up into P2. Quite a good drive as well. CP Polar.
Sorry about that.
CP Polar. CP Polar in a crash with looks like Sawyer. That's EJ up in P4. I'm Jafafa up in P5. Mage Iguana's in P6. They're trying to get going against Sawyer and CP Polar. There's cars coming. Oh, they're sliding. They're going to crash. Oh no, Joe making contact with Awesome as well as they tried to get going on the track again, but they were doing a 15-point turn in the middle of the track. Yellow flags are out.
EJ's gonna get P3. Max has to pit. I don't know. He's probably got
Sawyer is driving backwards. Jesus Christ.
Can we do this race again, please? This is this is officially the meme race.
This is an absolute meme race at the moment, but EJ's in P3.
Max went into the pits. He had too much damage to continue there, as EJ has his front bumper just waving in the wind right there, saying he's in 3rd.
S-Master saying, are you going to do this again right after? Meanwhile,
Racing's trying to catch up to Blood, cutting down a little bit on the lead here, coming into the hairpin as EJ is following suit on the downhill section.
Yeah, quite impressive actually. EJ P3 setting quite a fast lap now. S-Master says, are you going to do this again right after? I hope not.
Yes.
Oh, that's Joe. Joe turned around again on the track. Yellow flag out in turn 2.
My hood's in my face.
Looks like he's going to get going again. And it looks like he has some major steering issues. Oh, who is that? That is Racing Pro backwards on the track. At, where? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Sawyer is missing the whole back of his car.
Oh, I was reading the map track backwards. Oops.
Ban it. Ban it.
I thought it was upside down. Yeah, I thought it was upside down. Oh, who's that spinning? Just behind. Oh, that's Racing Pro again. Looks like Racing Pro again going for a spin. EJ now very close behind Racing Pro. This is going to be an interesting battle for P2 now, as Racing Pro only 2 seconds ahead. Bloodfam has a very comfortable lead. He can slow down a lot here and make sure he just keeps it clean. More yellow flags are out. Not surprising at all. If this was a real race, this would have been red flagged.
EJ locking up his tires a little bit on the last corner up into the start-finish line, as Racing is trying to catch Blood, but Blood is just keep putting the laps down.
Yeah, very, very fast from him. 152.4. That's the fastest lap of the race. Very, very impressive laps from him. Racing Pro's last lap was in 2:08.
As Sawyer is missing the whole back of his car. You can even see where his seatbelts connect to the roll cage.
Force21 says, Racing Pro, more like pacing, bro.
That's good. That's really good. I like that.
That is quite good, Force. Joe, meanwhile, has caught up to Awesome89 for P6, and I say, quite the drift through turn 1 there, Joe. Very impressive car control, I do have to say.
We got a wreck coming off of the chicane. Oh, and he just got going now, so there's no wreck.
There's a lot of wrecks.
Ooh.
You can't just say ooh and not say who it was.
In front of Joan, which was Korn, it looks like he drifted around the corner of the left-hander coming down here. It looks like, I think that's Joe.
Oh, that's Awesome89 into the barriers. Oh, I see his.
And he lost his hand.
Oh, jeez, he's got doors falling off. It looks
like they're trying to
uh,
put on a drift show here.
yeah, it really does. I'm not sure who is
Oh,
that.
what
Is
happened
that
to EJ?
awesome?
EJ
Just
lost
drifting.
third position.
Oh,
I don't
not
know
sure what happened there.
to EJ.
He's only lost about 3 seconds, so that's not too big of a deal. Awesome. Oh, that's Joe into the barriers. It looks like. Nope, that's not Joe. That's the guy behind. That's Sawyer. Sawyer into the barrier.
That's me.
There's multiple people. Yeah,
Everybody is into the barrier except first place.
there's bits of car all over the entire track. This thing is loosey goosey. That's bloke backwards on the track. Oh, there's a car coming into him. Oh my God, Brohane making contact with bloke in turn 3, turn 2, turn 3. That's a yellow flag. Yellow flag's out in turn 2.
It was a shadow where he was. I couldn't see
Please slow down. People are spinning. EJ now only 5 seconds behind P2. He's in P4 at the moment, so he can actually make positions here. He can see the cars in front of him. No doors equals weight reduction. Epic. Oh, EJ with a great drift through there.
That was
wow, that quite
EJ.
EJ.
I give that a 5 out of 10. Pretty good.
EJ certainly getting the hang of this car. Blood Fam actually. Meanwhile, I'd have to say Blood Fam's getting the hang of this car. 151.9. That is blazingly fast.
Blood Fan, give us a good drift.
Meanwhile, actually, it is in fact I'm Jafafa. It's actually I'm Jafafa, currently in P3, who has the fastest lap, 151.2. That's exceptionally fast
He
for
tried
me.
to do the drift.
It seems like drifting might be quite fun, but I don't think it's the fastest way around the track. And I see a car backwards there. Racing Pro, his front bumper is almost falling off, but not quite.
EJ is starting to catch a little bit on I'm Jafafa, but I'm Jafafa is putting down some really stellar laps here.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
Jafafa is
see.
definitely the fastest car out on the track at the moment, so we'll see if EJ's able to catch up to him. But looks like I'm Jafafa definitely should catch up to Racing Pro, so those two battling should give way. Oh, there's a car backwards, not sure who that is. Oh, I'm Jafafa gets very loose, almost loses it. The car does lose it in front of him. That is a lapped car, though.
I'm not sure if that curb helped him or hurt him during that time, but looks like he's really driving these cars. You can tell because the back end's really sliding out. That's how you can tell whenever these drivers are driving really deep into these corners here.
Yeah, Joe, meanwhile, forgets what corners even are and just cuts the swimming pool chicane in half. Max behind him is gaining. Awesome 89 down in P11 now in a actually pretty good battle with Lord Olam and a lapped car. Pulse is EJ's car in shape. Let's see. You can actually see it on my epic stream. Shout out to myself. Hey.
To me, he looks like he has the front bumper flapping in the wind. Waving high.
His rear spoiler is just a little bit dented, but it actually looks like his car is one of the most intact on the track at the moment.
For me, his front bumper is waving in the wind.
Yes, his front bumper is waving in the wind. However, a lot of cars are much worse off. Jesus Christ. The amount of drifting that's going on right now is stupendously amazing.
So do we have enough time to do this race?
This one's for you.
He said, oh boy, here we go with the epics again. I'm Jafafa, meanwhile, is caught up to Racing Pro. This actually looks like it's going to be a good battle for P2.
That would have been an amazing drift.
EJ's front is 28 damage. Yeah, there's a lot of cars out of sorts. Oh, that Racing Pro.
Racing!
Racing Pro getting wide into the chicane. Oh, he touches with I'm Jafafa coming out of it. Looks like I'm Jafafa will get past without too much damage from Racing Pro there. Racing Pro trying to push as much as he can into the barrier again. There goes his hood. His hood is gone. EJ runs over the hood. Hood flying in the air. Racing Pro, oh, very close to the wall, managing to keep it out, but that's not the fastest way through there, Racing. He's drifting absolutely through all of these corners. EJ now is just behind him. Very close between him. Racing Pro's trying to make the style points count. Racing, this isn't, we don't do style points here. EJ, however, very close behind him now. Oh, P7 into the barrier. This might be EJ's chance. He goes up along the left-hand side. He's going to be past him. Will Racing Pro have a dive bomb into the first corner, though? We'll see. I don't think he's going to. But he tries. He definitely tries. Braking very late, almost cutting the corner. They're going very wide. Oh, there's a car stopped in the middle of the track. Whoever that is needs to move out of the way. Oh, my God. This is actually quite good. Racing Pro drifting yet again through the corners as EJ drifts just in front of him.
Whoever's in 15th, don't do that.
Oh my God. Oh, EJ EJ almost loses it, goes into the barrier. Racing Pro does as well. He tries to make a dive up the inside, locks his tire. Oh, EJ into the wall, but Racing Pro can't get past. EJ.
Will dive him down.
Oh,
into the
he almost
he
went for it.
him a little bit.
He went for the dive there, but he just wasn't able to do anything.
Oh,
Kept
EJ
it out
hits
of
a wall
EJ.
with Racing Pro.
Oh.
Synchronized wall hitting right here.
I see in the info feed mechanical fault EJ. He might have just taken a good amount of damage there. I see ouch in his chat. Maybe he had damage. All bets are off. It's all dirty now as EJ and Racing Pro absolutely sending it. Lap 7 out of 10 here at the Azure Circuit. EJ. Oh no! That's a big one. That's a big one for EJ. That's a big one for EJ, but he's still in front of Racing Pro. Racing Pro now off into the barrier. Oh, that's going to take a lot of time. He has to reverse to get going again. Jesus.
EJ, for style points, that's a 10 out of 10 right there.
That's an absolute drive. Wow. Racing Pro not able to do anything. Wow. That was actually some legitimately good driving. That was some serious good racing there. Dan meanwhile in looks like turn 3 stopped, and he will be getting going again.
Austin Power sit there for a moment.
Awesome 89, meanwhile, with the good battle for CP Polar. CP Polar started on pole position after not earning it. Awesome 89 goes for a dive up the inside line. CP letting him go. Coming into the hairpin now. Oh! Wow, Awesome 89 with a big spin into the hairpin. He's going to try to get going again into the wall again as the car now comes up. Awesome having to wait to let him go past. Awesome's been in quite a few walls so far. Oh, he's reversing into another car!
You'll never hear that in commentating.
Jesus Christ, Awesome. What are you driving? These are Renault Clio Cups. Jesus Christ. These cars have so much damage. Right turns are on autopilot mode. Pulse, what are you talking about? Hey, you can watch the other trackside action on type !multi in the chat and get the multi-twitch to watch all the other trackside cameras. Epic. There is so much damage. Almost every car is missing its hood already. But there's still 18. There's still 18 cars on the track though. It's actually quite impressive. Awesome 89. Oh my God! Awesome into looks like chaos. That is chaos. Awesome 89 missing not only his hood but his front bumper as well. The front tires can be seen clearly as well as the front radiator.
Traffic jam of lap
oh my God!
3 wide coming across the start finish line with lap down traffic.
I believe that was who was that just made a big spin there. This race sounds like a mess. Not at all. Not at all.
This is what happened.
Dude, are you serious?
Blood just got wrecked by one of the lap down cars as there was a big band going 3 wide going into the corner here with the guys.
Oh my God, there's 4 cars after turn 1 right next to each other. That looks like CP Polar as well. Blood fam still keeping it clean though.
And make sure you guys abide by the blue flag. We're still racing here, even though it's still fun, guys.
These cars are actually really great for this track because they can take so much damage and keep going. Meanwhile, EJ up in P3. Max in a good battle with Mage Iguana.
Even though this is like a meme race, guys, still abide by racing etiquette and racing rules.
I'm going to try to take this flat out.
That is very true, and Awesome's about to crash. Epic. Meanwhile, Max and Mage Iguana very close together for P6. We'll see if anything comes of this battle. Max with the faster lap times.
That didn't work.
We'll see if he wants to go for a dive. Max just behind him now. Oh my God, taking turn 1 with so much speed. Very, very quick there. Max is just on the tail of Mage Iguana now. He's going to try to make a move, I think, in turn 3 possibly. Very, very close behind. Max is just behind Mage Iguana, making sure to keep it clean through the corners where it's hard to pass. He goes for a move up the inside. They make contact. Max on the inside, not managing to get past. Mage Iguana defends forward now. Mage Iguana just in front now. Max looks like he's going to have another dive bomb up the inside. Mage Iguana trying to defend. Oh, he just gets past. Max having to brake too hard. Mage Iguana gets loose, and Max now has his nose in front as they come. Oh, Max into the wall. Mage Iguana still out in front though. Max tries to rub his way past. Max now in front. Mage Iguana trying to get past. Looks like one of the car was on 2 wheels there after contact. Max looks like he made the position, but he's in the wall. Oh, Mage Iguana making contact with them now. Both of them crash. Mage Iguana's front bumper goes, sorry, that was Max's front bumper, goes flying off of his car. Max, however, is now still in front as they come through the tunnel. Mage Iguana very close behind. We'll see if he goes for a dive bomb now into the chicane. Mage Iguana electing not to. Did he? Oh, very unfortunate. And now looks like Racing Pro as well just behind him. The 2 cars in the battle for the podium step.
This is the last lap, I think.
There's one more lap for them to go. Bloodfam is on the last lap. EJ, he has one more lap. Can he keep the position? Racing Pro only 1 second behind him. Racing Pro with a very slow exit out of the last corner. Looked like a lap car will actually be getting past him now as we go back to Max. Has extended his gap out on Mage Iguana. No longer a threat from him. Jesus, this race is actually fantastic. Not even gonna lie. I'm glad I'm not driving it though. Yeah, it's great to watch. It really is. I might have to watch this back later again. Looks like CP Polar. Oh, CP Polar into the wall. I was about to say he caught up to Dan, and then he went into a wall. So, Bloodfam is leading by 26 seconds. EJ likes French people, but not their cars.
Oh, somebody ran out of fuel.
Oh, who is that? That's I'm Jafafa. I'm Jafafa out of fuel in P2. I'm Jafafa sitting on the track at the beginning of the tunnel.
EJ wrecks again.
EJ.
Oh, that's behind him.
EJ in P3 at the moment. There's a car stopped on the track. I'm Jafafa. Oh, EJ. Oh, that's going to be P2. That's P2 for EJ.
EJ's in P2. Woo.
And Bloodfam, meanwhile, will win the, I don't even know what to call this race.
The Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah, something like that.
The best and worst race in all of human history.
So, meanwhile, Bloodfam wins the series. EJ, however, EJ in P2 at the moment looks very good for a podium. Joe, 4 seconds. Oh, who was that? Nope, that was a car behind Joe. That's Race. Nope, that's Max. That's Max, and I'm Max and Mage Iguana in a battle again. Mage Iguana looks like he's very mad at Max. Looks like he was almost pushing him there. P5 at the moment. Max is in. Mage Iguana P6. Yeah, the Monaco Demolition GP. The Monaco Mess. That's quite good. Bloodfam has taken the win, and EJ will take P2. A great race driven from him, quite honestly. That was one of the best races I've seen him driven, actually. Max now just behind Mage Iguana. Mage Iguana got back ahead of Max. There's only 2 corners left to go. Max is certainly going to make a dive for it. As Max tries to make something happen in the final corner, he's in the wall, and there's one more corner to go. Mage Iguana will probably have this position as Max goes into yet another wall, and another one in the final corner. Max not able to get Mage Iguana. Looks like they had quite the battle, and it got a little physical there at the end. Joe, however, will take P3. What a quick finish. Oh, Racing Pro punts Joe in turn 1. I think the cars went over the barriers. Oh, that's Max making massive contact there. Lord Olam now joining. Lord Olam. Oh, Lord Olam driving through the cars. Jesus Christ. Gentlemen. Are we race car drivers? Or bumper cars? Are we driving bumper cars? Wow. What a race.
I love you.
What a race. That was actually one of the best races I have watched so far. That was incredibly fun.
Race.
That was incredibly fun to watch, and it actually there was actually a lot of really, really good battles throughout that race. But meanwhile,
I just want to say I got dinged for a penalty after the race.
Jesus.
Like I'm getting the penalty dings right now.
So that was quite a good race, and that was actually really fun. Now this is pod racing, and we're actually going to go over to Bandit, who's standing on our podium with our top 3 finishers. Bloodfam managing to take a great win today, over a minute. EJ with actually great battles throughout the race, finishing in P2 ahead of Joe. They didn't qualify for this, so they started quite far down the grid, but I have to say that was quite enjoyable. So Bandit, over to you with the podium.
Yeah, I'm standing here with all three of these guys also on gurneys right now, fully casted out. Joe, you won the last race, got healed up, and then you go here and finish third, and now you're back in a gurney. You think racing's a little bit too tough for you?
Yes.
We have the best fans. I love all my fans. We have the best fans. I love all you. I love coming here to Monaco. We just have the best fans around. I just wanted to thank God. I'm just so blessed to be here, and just I just love you, everybody coming out and supporting me in my endeavors. Thank you.
All right, going on to EJ. EJ, you were hanging out in third, and then the fueling was messed up for the second place, and now you finished second. How's the race from your perspective?
It was pretty good races. Car has lots of damage as we drive around track, but it's a pretty good day for me and for the team, but mostly for the team. And
Joe says the cat got too excited at that race and decided to vomit on his blanket.
That is not epic.
Most definitely not gangster.
That is not gangster.
That's very not gangster of your cat, Joe. What's your cat's name?
Fly. I'm back.
All right, Blood here. Congratulations on your win. I know you're going for style points there. What do you think you could have done better to get more style points? You needed to work on your drift a little bit.
I feel like I could have lapped the field at least one more.
All right, anything else you would like to say, Blood?
I mean, just time and time again, I proved to everybody, the crowd, the fans, the haters, that I piss excellence.
Back to you, Pulse. I'm done.
Well, thank you, Bandit, for those great podium interviews, and I am shortly going to go over to EJ. EJ, are we doing one more race?
If it's a lightning round like this, yeah, we have time.
Okay, let's do it.
Open
Let's
wheel
do it.
at Coda.
Yeah,
For the love of God.
Coda. Lightning round.
No. Gotta be Cleos, because...
Yeah, it's gotta be Cleos.
These cars are
Cleo's
so
at Coda.
Cleo's on the
Long
Nordschleife.
Beach.
2 laps.
Then Coda's at Long Beach.
Nordschleife.
Yes,
Northside.
1 lap.
Yeah, I agree. Sonoma,
So much noise going
Sonoma,
on
yeah.
right now.
that's
I'm-
good too.
I'm Jaffa.
Alright, the
You are
person
welcome.
that pisses excellent decide.
Who are you?
RV.
Oh, RB, I love
We're the only people that DNF'd, but who cares? We recreated cars.
We did the Cars 1
I visited. I saw God in turn 1 at that race and went and had dinner. He brought me dinner.
Oh my god.
I got ejected into
Sonoma
the
drives
church.
like Monaco, dude. You're good.
That's the slowest car rollover I've ever watched in Project Cars. It just kind of just lifted up and just tipped over onto its roof.
Yep, that was me in turn 1. I saw God and went and had dinner. I'm like, yep, I'm dead.
That
I just went and had dinner.
was the most fun that we've had in
I
a
tried
long
to
time.
take it back over, but it didn't work.
We can do Sonoma, dude.
That's
Trust
the
me.
same
Sonoma,
track.
Sonoma,
Sonoma is
Sonoma
great.
Dude, Sonoma drives the same way. It's a very tight track, just like Monaco. Trust me on that one.
Everyone
We're doing
remembered if it
Cleos?
retires like a film.
I
Yeah,
kind of
Sonoma's
do
way
like the idea of the Nürburgring, not gonna lie.
What,
Yeah,
1 lap,
me too.
Nürburgring around the whole
2
track?
laps.
2 laps.
2 laps. It should be 20 minutes.
With 98 Gs.
That would be.
No, 20
I think
minutes.
that would be
it
too
would like
long.
60.
No, with
Oh,
98
Please.
Nürburgring in
Okay.
I would just do 1 lap because I don't
No,
think
no.
you'll have time to do 2
in the
with the.
There's definitely
We have like an
time
hour.
to-
what are the touring cars with the BMW and the Bugatti?
No, let's just keep it with the Cleos.
Okay. 2 laps. Practice.
This is
Yep.
gonna be.
Why the hell not?
Oh yes,
Remember
I
the
cannot
length in your
wait.
gear
I cannot
ratios.
wait for this.
Time to.
If you can,
Oh,
invest
the
in-
longest lap around
Actually,
Nürburgring
yeah, that's a good point.
ever.
40-minute race. Let's go. 40-minute race. 2 laps around.
Doesn't the
Warm up should be about 10 minutes.
Doesn't the SpaceX
It should be
webcast
about
start in
9
30
and a
minutes?
half if you're fast.
The record is 7.
Guys, remember, there's no pits.
EJ muted.
Also, put in a little bit more
This
fuel.
track is nothing like Monaco. What are you on about?
What's EJ saying?
It's somewhat like Monaco. It's tough.
No, it's
Said
not.
that
It's
the
nothing.
35 minutes into the
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Eric Johnson Racing Administration. My name is Pulse, and I'm joined by Bandit. Are you going to be commentating?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm joined by the one and only Bandit in what we call the latest professional commentary since EJ watched Falcon Heavy go up, and we're here at the Nordschleife in the Clio Cups again. And we're ready to go racing. No practice, no qualifying. RB Gamer will be starting on pole position for the first time in his life. Tree Chopper starting in P2. And as we're ready to go racing here. Oh, are we doing a...
You said Falcon Heavy. It's Crew Dragon.
He was making a joke.
I was making a joke. Hey.
How do I
It's
unrate
a joke.
Isn't there a way?
Right over my head.
You can't unrate
I think that's my new introduction now. That's just going to be my
Oh,
intro. I'll
13
use that
liters
for
of fuel.
everyone. So, oh yeah, hey, put enough fuel in the car, or otherwise you're going to have to pit at the end of lap 1 for the first time in his life. Is he on crack? Possibly. No. RB Gamer will be starting on pole position. Tree Chopper starting in P2. Dan in P3. Joe P4. Bloodfan P5 after winning the last race. CP Polar starting on pole last race. P6. Lord Olem 7. EPF Snake P8. Zelly in P9. EJ P10. Or sorry, EJ... Well, yeah, P10. Comban will be starting in 11th. Geek Nation 12th. Awesome 89 in 13th. Sawyer 14th. Brohane 16th. Chaos Runner 17th. Fractal Cyclone 18th. Gomer 19th. Mage Iguana in 20th. Jam Session 21st. Bloke in 22nd. Max in 23rd. And Racing Pro, as always, is last.
If you guys don't know the track, the first corner is flat out and to the right.
So.
And then you're on your own for the rest.
Q1
I
is
didn't get
always
it.
out.
Oh crap! I took 5 laps of fuel.
It's actually not
Is this
to the
GP
right, but
or the
okay.
ring?
No, this is the ring.
Okay, good. I'm just checking.
It's so the first corner is definitely not to the right.
It's to the left.
You're going to tell them all the corners? Pulse is discount.
Does anybody see that? Oh my god.
It looks like we're almost ready to go here. And the lights are out. Not many cars getting a very fast start. I forget how slow these cars are. Half the cars are, nope, that's just how the rear wing is. Oh, who's that? Oh, geez, why do I not? Okay, I'm having some weird-ass issues here. Comban missing the rear of his car. Already RB Gamer leading so far. Tree Chopper down in P2. Looks like actually no major kerfuffles. Oh, that's Bloke. Looks like off the track already.
Leader just wrecked. Oh,
Chest
huge
runner.
wreck on the leader.
Oh my god, RB Gamer Trees. Looks like Dan involved as well. Joe, meanwhile, already up into P3. He's trying to make all these positions go. I see so many position changes. EJ up it into P5. He's watching this battle in front of him. EJ spins. EJ goes for a spin. He's backwards on the track. All the cars going past him now. Blood Fam, meanwhile, wow, already in the lead. That's quite impressive from him.
Are you surprised, sir?
Trees in P2. Joe P3 already battling with Trees. They're side by side coming up the hill now. Looks like Joe gets. Oh no!
Thank you.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Joe is looking into the. He's looking at God.
And he went to the ground.
I'm going to your floor.
Joe.
I'm in heaven.
Joe is dead. I repeat, Joe is dead. Gentlemen, I am very sorry to say that Joe has fallen through the track.
Another one bites the dust to the dead.
Down.
Teleported straight to
Another one bites the dust.
I'm
Joe. Yep. I can confirm that Joe is falling underneath the track. That's very unfortunate. Can we get some F's in chat?
F in chat for Joe.
Let's get some F's in
That
chat,
was a
ladies.
very quick barrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give my memorial for Joe. He was quite the driver, and he was kind of fast. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
Kinda.
Meanwhile, Blood Fam leads so far by over 3 seconds. Dan in P2 at the moment. EJ after that kerfuffle in about turn 2. Not making it more than... Oh, well, that's another position. Looks like EJ going past Zelly there. Zelly. EJ, oh, that's Fractal Cyclone. Oh, I see a car spinning upside down there.
Hit the brakes in the corners. Hit the brakes before corners. You will spin and you will
EJ tried to avoid a position there from Jam Session. Oh my god, that's terrifying! Jam Session, EPF, Lord Olam, Zelly, Sawyer, all involved in a massive crash there. Oh, please, the yellow flags are out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're below P12, there's yellow flags. Please slow down. Oh, no. What a disaster. There's a car on its side. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It looks like that is EPF. EPF is on his side. He's going to be out of this race. Memorial for Joe, sponsored by EJ Flakes. Bloodfam, meanwhile, still leads the field. However, putting down excellence as always. EJ...
One is battling it out for... Let's say 8th, 9th, and 10th. This battle's getting closer and closer here.
Mage Iguana behind Geek Nation at the moment.
Okay, that crash ripped the wheel out of my hands and knocked a shoe off.
Jesus Christ. Max.
I'm driving with one shoe.
So, who's that? That's Geek Nation into the wall. Oh, hit by Galmer. That's another yellow flag. EJ just in front of EJ. EJ managing to avoid it. Chaos Runner, P12 at the moment. P12 and down. There is a yellow flag in front of you. And those cars look like they're about to get going again. Did you just say, holy tampon? EJ Flakes, they're dead. So Max has actually caught up to Mage Iguana. I'm curious to see exactly how much they push each other off the track after the battle last race. Let Max now going for a move on Mage Iguana. Looks like he's going to try up the left-hand side of Magi here. The trackside camera is not helping me at all as Max is just in front. Did he just get past that easily?
Drift, 10 out of 10. That was a good drift.
So EJ just behind Mage Iguana and Max. If these two punt each other off the road, it will be EJ who benefits first.
Oh, battle for 2nd and 3rd is now heating it up here.
Yeah, that's Dan and Combat very close together for P2. Dan following him up the hill now. Most of the cars have already spread out after not even half a lap. Wait, Pulse, you're looking at chat too.
26 miles long.
EJ, can you pull?
Kilometers.
Well,
EJ, RJ the Noob says, can you pull over? He needs to get out of the car and take a dump. I'm not sure if you kidnapped him and he's in the trunk right now. No? Okay. RJ.
Stay buckled up, pussy. We're gonna win this race.
Okay. Now that is gangsta. Oh, that's Bloodfam. Bloodfam off the track in P1. Oh, he tapped the barrier there. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but he didn't take too much damage. Combat behind. Meanwhile, Will Gain, he's under 5 seconds now. Draw says poo out the window.
A lot of poo just shot out there.
RJ said he had... RJ had Taco Bell.
Damn it, that's why I'm spinning.
The race engineer does literal poo in turn 2. Poo in turn 2.
There are brown flags on the track, ladies and gentlemen. Brown flags. Please slow down.
Honestly, what are we doing here? Pooing or racing?
That's one hell of a debris flag.
There's a mysterious substance on the track.
These cars are now porta potties.
But they still look like them. CP Polar, meanwhile, just behind Lord Olam in the battle for P14. Bloodfam. Yes, I see EJ lap invalidated. It took that long. Bloodfam, meanwhile, leads by 4 seconds. He's having quite the clean race.
As we go back to the front here, as Blood has a leisurely drive through the countryside.
Through the German country.
Bloodfam having a leisurely drive through the countryside, just like he did in 1939. Combat only 4 seconds behind. Bloodfam, there's no brown flags for Bloodfam as he drives through the corners. Combat has been slowly catching up, only 4 seconds of a gap now. between him and
Tiptoeing through
Combat.
the tulips on the next
Well,
lap.
just don't use Mr. Bucket as a pooter.
Awesome 89, meanwhile, has caught up to Dan in the battle for P3. He's looking good for a podium right now. Racing Pro, 30 seconds back on the first lap. You could say he is not good at this track. Tree Chopper, meanwhile, has caught up to EJ in the battle for P8.
DJ makes a happy little mistake onto the grass.
This is just a happy little mistake. He wanted to taste the grass there for RJ.
Maybe put a little happy little tree onto the side of the road is where he's marking it. Just put a little happy little tree.
Actually,
Your RJ's diarrhea.
I think that EJ is trying to touch a happy little tree. Can we get a 1950s F1 commentator voice? Is this good enough?
Jolly good show! Nigel Manson's in the lead!
Wow, that's actually quite good. I can't do a British accent. Or a very good...
Bob Ross and John Madden.
Oh, who's that sideways? Who is that sideways? I see a car backwards. That looks like Galmer. Backwards on the track.
There's 2 cars on the start straight.
Galmer backwards on the track.
Did you guys retire your cars, commentators?
Yes, we did.
Well, they're still on the front stretch.
Oh, that's not good.
That's amazing. That's great.
Blood Fam now on the second lap of the race. He's on the final lap of the race. His Combat now just behind him, only 2 seconds between P2 and 1 at the moment. P4 and 3, very close between them. Dan gets very loose, Dan. Oh, no, that's actually awesome. Oh, both of them into the wall. Dan is going to go for a spin there. Dan. This stream has turned into a shit show. You just messed up your Ferrari.
Well done, Baku.
Second place is now starting to catch up to Blood here. He's now cut the lead down to 2 seconds. Blood, with his leisurely drive now, has to kick it into another gear.
Pulse, wouldn't it be a shit show as soon as RJ started playing
Please don't.
Who is talking to me? Hey, repeat that. Oh, who's that? Is that EJ? Oh, that's EJ. What happened? His engine's off.
Oh!
It looks like he stalled or something. Hey, Saber in Space Running with a party of 14. You, Saber, you just joined a shit show. We're doing a, I almost called this a sprint race, but it's not.
2 laps of Health and Orange Life.
It's 2 laps with no practice. This is a shit show as it's going.
There's poo in turn 2. There's still poo in turn 2.
There's actually poo in turn 37, 49, and 62. If you don't know the tracks, or if you don't know the corners, you can leave.
This,
EJ finishing the first lap of the race.
Watch for the brown streak on the cross of the track.
Yes.
Okay.
That one was mine.
EJ is deploying his.
Well, I guess I can't get out of the car yet. How is EJ still alive? That's a good question.
It's simple. He didn't start in the lead, and I did several barrel rolls.
Epic.
Do a barrel roll.
Blood Fam, meanwhile, leads by 2.9 seconds. Combat very close behind. He has gained about a second so far. Dan did spin out.
Oh,
I'm trying to make those Norge crash compilation videos. Hi,
oh,
YouTube.
You could make a crash compilation off the last half an hour on my stream. Literally. There have been so many. Pulse, warn the drivers to watch out. RJ radioing up to the booth saying the track is slippery. It is not raining, but the track is slippery.
I think
EJ on the back of
11.
Galmer now.
Oh,
EJ
and
very
it looks
close behind Galmer. It looks like it actually appears that EJ stalled his car because he wanted to get in another battle.
With Olam.
Lord Olam Chaos. That's Geek Nation. Geek Nation P11 backwards on the track. He's gonna have to get going again, and he will. But there is still yellow flags behind him. Is Galmer and EJ now coming up behind him? Did you not hear about the brown flag? Oh, synchronized again. 2 more drivers doing it in the same corner. EJ gets back on the track first. However, Galmer will have to go around the outside. EJ on the inside corner. He's just up the inside now. They both get on the curb so much. He's mounting the curb. I was about to say something else. I decided not to. And EJ very close behind Galmer now. He was right alongside of him there. He's going to have to make another attempt shortly hereafter. This is the last lap of the race now. Is EJ P13 at the moment, not quite as good as the last one. Chat is saying, oh! Galmer hard into the wall. Gaumer very, very hard into the wall there.
Shot out.
Man, EJ will get past. EJ just behind Geek Nation. Now EJ trying to get past. He will go up the inside. Geek Nation just not able to do anything about that. Is there going to be another race after this? Possibly not. I think the rocket launch will be very, very shortly after this.
The stream starts in 20 minutes. Actually 19 minutes.
I see a very, very interesting battle for the lead right now. Bloodfam Combat has called up to Bloodfam in the battle for the lead. Just half a second between them. It's 17 seconds back to P3, but this lead battle is going to look quite interesting. I'm going to keep my eyes on this one for now.
Oh, and Com almost followed him into that corner. They're going to be battling out here. I think they're on the later half of the track, I think.
Oh,
yes, they are.
Combat. So they are in the carousel at the moment.
Really good turn off from Blood right there. Really good use of that carousel, the carousel banking. I'm trying to find words. Words are hard.
Yeah, so Bloodfam decided to stick to the concrete, the inside of the carousel there, and Bloodfam did, and Combat decided to go along the outside. Oh, that excellent exclamation point multi from Brand there. As a reminder, I am streaming if you want to watch the other stuff that's going on the track, although EJ was in a quite good battle. Shameless plugs. Watch my stream. I don't really care that much. Anyway, Combat is 1.5 seconds now behind Bloodfam. It looks like he wasn't able to quite keep up with him. This is the closest battle on track at the moment, and as it's for the lead, I'm going to keep my eyes on this one at the moment and see if anything interesting happens here. Bloodfam
Sawyer's
very close
battling
behind,
RB
just
Gainer
1.5 seconds now.
also. Oh no, Sawyer's.
That's EPF just behind him. That's Sawyer and EPF just behind. Both of them missing the trunk. I take it the channel they're on isn't Live ATC. What? Oh, it's talking about NASA stuff. Okay. Right Sawyer goes for a spin, and EPF spins. In the meanwhile, Combat has caught back up to Bloodfam. 1 second separate the two of them. They're almost in the final sector of the track. Thomas says boo. You can go boo yourself. Isn't that epic? Anyway, Combat very close behind Bloodfam at the moment. 23 seconds up on his last lap. That's quite good. 7/10 of a second now between the two of them. Combat putting a lot of pressure on Bloodfam here. We'll see Gaumer and CP Polar in a battle for P12 at the moment. EJ in P10. Hello. Oh, that's Bloodfam! Bloodfam into the wall, spreading out. Combat will take the lead. Bloodfam gets going again, but with massive front end damage. His hood is still barely attached there at the front. Wow, that was quite the spin from Bloodfam. He just lost 5 seconds there to Combat. Very, very unfortunate for him, but that's what happens with Combat, putting that pressure on Combat very, very fast on this track. 25-second lead on Awesome89, currently in P3 at the moment.
I hit
coming now into the final stretches of this race, going down the longest. I guess you can call it a backstretch.
Oh, this is interesting. Combat is only half throttle at the moment. Bloodfam is catching back up. I'm curious if Combat's going to let him back pass, and Bloodfam only 2 seconds in closing. It looks like Combat wants to make a battle, or maybe he's running low on fuel or something. But Bloodfam has caught back up to Combat in the battle for the lead. The race win here. There's only a few more. There's only a few more corners to go, as Combat and Bloodfam will battle it out through the last corners. Combat just in front. Bloodfam only 0.19 second behind. Oh! What? Combat just threw himself into the wall there. Bloodfam will go past. Very close between the two of them. Combat trying to stay up alongside of him. He will go back in front. What are these two drivers doing? As Combat will now lead. Bloodfam flashing his lights at him. What is going on here? Combat with another second lead. Bloodfam just behind him. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm confused as you are.
I am thoroughly confused. Combat, meanwhile, takes the lead through the final corners, and but he's slowing down. Will Bloodfam make it to the corner in time? No, he won't. Bloodfam.
Yes, he would.
Wait,
he won.
What just happened? Jesus, Bloodfam won.
Blood won.
I have no idea. What was that? What were they? I think they were both trying to let each other win.
Yes,
I don't know. The leaders are Canadian, trying to let each other win. I really don't know what just happened. I am
Sorry.
thoroughly confused at the moment.
Sorry, not sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Gentlemen.
Sorry.
Gentlemen, are we racing or losing? Awesome89, meanwhile, will take P3. Dan is here for a good P4 at the moment. Racing Pro, if he can manage to keep it on the track through the last corner, and that's a hard one for him, he'll be able to take P5.
I would say they're losing with style.
Yeah, I would argue that as well. Max, meanwhile, taking a good P6.
Oh,
Car's
there's a
still
really
on
good
the
battle
track.
with 9th and 10th. ZJ's trying to catch up to Olam.
Oh, this is quite a good battle, and they still have so much of the track to go. Almost 2 minutes behind. EJ very close behind. He's going to have a slipstream coming onto the straight here. I'm going to ride on board with EJ just because I actually want to see what's going on and not to be thoroughly confused, as Lord Olam in front. Not quite as fast. Looks like Tree Chopper actually very, very slow. He's with some massive damage. Lord Olam and EJ will go past on opposite sides. They're 3 wide as they come through the back straight. EJ will get in front of Lord Olam. They're side by side now. EJ coming across the track. They touch and he's spinning. EJ into the wall. Lord Olam keeps going. Oh, Jesus there.
F in chat for EJ.
That's a
guys.
big F there. That's an exclamation point wrecked if I've ever seen one. Pit successful, 6-shot says.
Successful.
Jesus. Looks like EJ almost. I'm not sure if EJ did that intentionally. Meanwhile, Chaos and Trees are gonna be battling for P9 into the final corners. EJ is just behind them, but they're still very close between the two of them. Chaos is just in front. Trees very, very close behind. I'm gonna see if he's gonna try to make a dive bomb into the final corners. It looks like he might. He's very close behind him now. Will Chaos manage to keep it? It looks like he probably will. I don't think Trees can get up there. He locks his tires in an attempt and just not able to make it happen. Chaos will take P9 and Trees will take P10, and EJ, after hitting that cone and another one and ramming Jesus Christ, EJ, what just happened? EJ will lose a position to CP Polar at the line. Yeah, not sure if EJ tried to do a nice pit maneuver there or not, but either way, he spun into the wall. That was not gangster. What? That was actually quite another good race.
Cool.
That was quite another good race. I mean, honestly, that was a very fun race to watch. I think we should do more of these.
I gained like almost 8 positions, I think. I started in 17th, finished 9th. That's not bad.
That's quite good. First race, best race. So, Blood Fam takes a victory.
Joe may be the one falling into hell, but I'm the one living it.
Yeah, so quite the interesting race. We actually had 21 drivers who look like they're going to finish, or actually possibly not as
Jeff,
Bohane.
if you're in
Might not make
heaven,
it
help
back.
Jesus.
Joe.
Can I get a stable setup?
Joe actually fell through the track, so he's actually in hell right now. That's how that works.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Otherwise, the terminal velocity is when I clear. It's about 150 kilometers for anyone that wants to ride.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was quite an interesting race, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys
so if
for
you fall
watching.
into hell, did your car get negative miles? So the odometer go backwards?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, you moron. You just gotta put it in reverse. God, what are you?
I was about to say, just do Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know?
EJ Radio's back. We've got a slight front end damage. Yeah.
Dude, after the flush on the main straight, my car's damage was at like 80. I was stepping on the
Jesus
gas and the
Christ.
car was slowing down.
Oh my God.
That's what mine is doing too down the backstretch.
I just need to know, EJ, did you try to pit him?
No, I just tried to run in the back. I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Dude, come on, man. You gotta give me one. What I didn't try to do is
Pit
block
yourself.
Olam. No, I didn't
Okay.
try to. Yeah, I didn't try to do that. I clipped the grass and I had to adjust, and the car's alignment was so bad that I adjusted to go back on the track, and the car went across. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh God, that was
Yeah.
so entertaining. Jesus Christ.
If I'd been about
I'm sorry, man.
50 meters closer and probably in the back end of your slipstream, I would have hit you when you come flying across the road after that big hit into the wall. That was amazing. Just see your car slide and then just go flying about twice or 3 times the height of the barrier fence.
So this is a question for the commentators. How many barrels did I do?
Probably green.
I don't know. There was a lot going
there
on.
was too many
I don't know
cars.
if it's really hard when everybody starts crashing. It's really hard because like I'm I'm trying to see who's crashing and also what's going on at the same time, and then meanwhile more cars are crashing. It's very hard to tell, but it's quite entertaining, and I'm pretty sure I got it on my stream. So
it probably didn't help that considering I was the leader and I crashed.
Chat says you did too.
yeah, you can definitely. I'll probably go back later and find it on my VOD so we can see that, because yeah, that was quite entertaining. However, that is an end to the lightning round here at the Nürburgring at the Eric Johnson Racing Friday night. I don't know if that's racing, but it's something. It's quite entertaining.
Friday night ping pong.
Friday night ping pong here at the Eric Johnson.
Battle.
Here at the Eric Johnson Pulse, can you highlight your whole stream?
Do it.
Upload to YouTube.
Oh yeah, I will, sure. So we're gonna go over to the podium here where we have BloodFam with another great victory. Combant with a P2 only half a tenth behind, and Awesome89. So I'm actually gonna go here because I have some very interesting questions. So Awesome89, your race was boring. Screw you. Combant and BloodFam. We're gonna do a joint interview with Combant and BloodFam. Combant, first of all, So BloodFam spun with about a minute to go in the race, and you got in front, and then you slowed down, and you basically let him pass. Please explain to me what happened in the final minute and a half of that race.
Well, we were going at each other. There was a lot of racing going on. We were going at each other left and right, and I just, we were going into the corners together. He hit me off the track, and then I hit him off the track, and then we couldn't decide who wanted to win. So he hit me to the left, and I hit him to the right, and then we were just trying to make sure that.
Did you just say hit him to the right?
No.
Jesus Christ!
I wanted to fight on the straight, and then that just was not going to happen. So I made sure that he won, even though it wasn't really that much of a fair fight. But I think at the end of the day, we
like you in Poland.
Everybody.
Hey.
I think at the end of the day that everybody here loves racing. You like racing, I like racing. We're all racist here, so yeah. I just wanted to congratulate you, BloodFam, on getting a good race, and I just thought that we could do better next time.
Okay, well, thank you, quote Combant unquote, for that.
Combat.
So
wait, Combat. I have one question for Combat. Say get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Why do you want me to say that?
Just say it.
No, that has nothing to do with the race that we're doing right now.
Okay, go ahead.
No salty.
Okay, so BloodFam, since it is actually BloodFam and not quote unquote BloodFam.
I can do the voice for him too.
BloodFam, please let me know. So you spun, then Combant slowed down, and you got past, and then it looks like you slowed down again. Were you just trying to fight there, BloodFam?
Honestly, I thought he kind of ran out of fuel after I spun, so I was gonna give him a little push to the end there, be a gentleman, and it had absolutely nothing to do with what Toto Wolff was just saying. There were no team orders.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
He did not let me pass on team orders. It had nothing to do with getting 2 wins in one night. I'm just saying. Don't let the rumors start.
Copy, James.
You need to let Weber by. You need to let Weber by.
Okay, well, that looks like that brings an end to the Eric Johnson ping pong administration. That was quite interesting.
Let's go watch a rocket launch.
Yeah, let's go watch a rocket launch, and I have a